Hi everyone, welcome to Histopath Academy. Today's topic is leiomyoma, fibroid uterus. We'll do it the MBBS way. What it is, pathology, types, symptoms, a quick case, and management in under 8 minutes. One quick check before we start. Which fibroid bleeds the most, submucosal or subserosal? Keep the answer in mind. I'll connect it to anatomy and symptoms. Leiomyoma is a benign tumor of smooth muscle arising from the myometrium. Think of it as a localized overgrowth of muscle with extra fibrous tissue, so it feels firm. It is hormone responsive. Estrogen and progesterone support growth, so it's common in reproductive age, can enlarge during pregnancy, and usually regresses after menopause. This hormone link also explains why many treatments target hormonal pathways. Gross appearance is classic. Well-circumscribed, firm nodules. On cut section, you see a whorled pattern, like a swirl. If in practical you see whorled, firm, circumscribed in uterus, leiomyoma is the first diagnosis. Microscopy. Interlacing fascicles of smooth muscle cells, bundles crossing each other. Cells are uniform, spindle-shaped with cigar-shaped nuclei. In benign leiomyoma, you expect minimal atypia, low mitotic activity, and no infiltrative aggressive pattern. That's how you describe it in exams. Fascicles, cigar nuclei, low mitoses. Classification by location is clinically important. Submucosal fibroids grow toward the uterine cavity. Intramural are within the wall. Subserosal project outward. Logic. The closer a fibroid is to the cavity, the more it disrupts the endometrium. So submucosal fibroids cause maximum bleeding and fertility issues. Symptoms fall into 3 buckets. 1. Bleeding. Heavy menstrual bleeding, clots, and anemia, especially with submucosal lesions. 2. Bulk/pressure. Urinary frequency if anterior, constipation if posterior, and pelvic heaviness. 3. Reproductive. Infertility or recurrent pregnancy loss, mainly when the cavity is distorted. So your earlier check, submucosal bleeds more than subserosal. Now a quick case. A 32-year-old woman reports flooding periods for 6 months, pads every 1 to 2 hours, plus fatigue and dizziness. Exam shows an enlarged, irregular uterus. This is a very typical fibroid presentation. Abnormal uterine bleeding with uterine enlargement. Severe bleeding pattern makes you think of a submucosal component until proven otherwise. Workup should be structured. First, rule out pregnancy and assess severity, UPT and CBC for anemia. For confirming fibroid, TVS is first line. If you specifically need cavity detail, especially for suspected submucosal fibroid, use SIS or hysteroscopy. If detailed mapping is needed before surgery or in multiple fibroids, MRI is best. Important differential, adenomyosis. Fibroid usually gives an irregular, firm, enlarged uterus because it forms nodules. Adenomyosis more often gives a uniformly bulky, tender, boggy uterus with significant dysmenorrhea. In exam answers, always mention adenomyosis when discussing AUB with bulky uterus. Fibroids can outgrow blood supply and undergo degeneration. The most common is hyaline degeneration, classic MCQ. In pregnancy, red degeneration can cause acute localized pain. A pedunculated fibroid can twist and cause torsion-like acute pain. Management is goal-based, symptoms, cavity distortion, and fertility plans. If the goal is control bleeding, use tranexamic acid, NSAIDs, hormonal options, and LNGIUS when the cavity isn't significantly distorted. If the goal is short-term shrinkage, for example before surgery or in severe anemia, GnRH agonists can be used as bridge therapy. Definitive treatment, myomectomy if she wants uterine preservation or fertility, hysterectomy if family is complete and symptoms are significant. UAE is an option in selected patients with counseling. Quick final recap. Leiomyoma is a benign, smooth muscle tumor. Gross whorled microfascicles with cigar nuclei. Submucosal causes maximum bleeding and fertility problems. Subserosal causes pressure symptoms. Final MCQ. Most common degeneration? Hyaline. Next on Histopath Academy, adenomyosis versus fibroid, plus a short exam-safe note on how leiomyosarcoma differs.